So the internet has broken again, this time over the much controversial R movement. Yes, the same R word that is being used against any and every woman whenever she tries to breathe. She lives, she wears her jeans, she says no, she says yes, she has an opinion, she has a voice. She's hard to get, she's difficult. She merely exists. So every woman has experienced this to some extent or the other. So I would definitely begin by appreciating Divija Bhasin for calling out such an important social evil of our society. She had the balls to do this when other people did not. Yes, the same people who are now filing complaint against her are the same one who remained silent when women were being called this word on or off internet. So yeah, kudos to Divija Bhasin for doing that. And I would say I have neutral opinions about this R movement because let's face it, the world is not black and white, it's grey in reality. While I definitely support the intent behind the R movement, I'm not in favor of reclaiming the word. So let's begin by seeing the intent. I watched the video. I watched Divija Bhasin's video on the issue, and I must say that she did really put people in uncomfortable situation by calling that R word repeatedly. I became uncomfortable for one point, but I knew why I got uncomfortable. A woman would get uncomfortable in a different way as a man would. Because let's face it, this slur is being used against a woman with a connotation that you can understand. So with the video, she tries to suggest that if you're going to call us that word anyway, we might as well snatch the mic from you and own the narrative, indeed. But I would say this type of movement is not the first one, and there has already been precedent set to it. Words like slut and bitch have already been reclaimed in the past, but with much less controversy. Because this word, this R word, does not have the same connotations as these words like bitch and slur. Our word is rooted in exploitative history. There's a segment of people who have faced exploitation with this word being used as a weapon. So if you would ask them to reclaim this word, it would trigger the trauma back. So while it might be encouraging and empowering for some women, it might not be for all of them. So hence, I am not in favor of the reclaiming part. But people who are actually so vocal suddenly about this movement and filing complaint against her and are backlashing her for using this word and running a movement like this, kudos to you too, because where were you? Where were you when this word was being used repeatedly and is still being used repeatedly to defame women? Secondly, I would say that this needed to happen. The movement needed to happen because no change in the past has been brought about by putting people in comfortable situations. Somebody has to make people uncomfortable to trigger a movement, to trigger a change. Every change in the past has been triggered because someone put people in uncomfortable situations. So yes, hats off to Divija Bhasin, and that's my take on the issue. And I wanted to talk about this one because it does involve me, it does involve every one of us. So let's talk about it.